Hi everyone, welcome to Cabbage Travels. This is part 1 of our Europe trip, starting with a short stay in Amsterdam before heading to Berlin. It's our first big adventure together for our honeymoon, and we wanted to bring you along as we explore, slow down and enjoy the little things. We took our flight from Changi Airport on Emirates Air and transited in Dubai before finally landing in Amsterdam. It was a long journey, but we were so excited to start exploring our first destination in Europe. Without further ado, let's head over to Amsterdam. Just switch. Station. Now we're gonna buy train ticket. After landing in Amsterdam, we bought our train tickets from Schiphol Airport to Amsterdam Central. Since our hotel was just a short walk from there, the ride was quick and convenient, and within minutes we are already in the heart of the city. So apparently the elevators don't have sensors, so someone have to press the open button or you'll be squashed by the doors. Very hot. Very cold and very hot at the same time. The first thing we do in Amsterdam is to check into our hotel, Avenue Hotel, located just a 10 minutes walk from Amsterdam Central. It was a convenient spot, close to everything we wanted to see for a short stay. Alright, it works. Alright. What is this? My wife say inside a rotting. Just one night, so. After settling in, we headed out to explore the city. Tram is coming. Our first stop was Hans Egstorf, a small shop that makes freshly baked stroopwafels right in front of you. The smell of warm caramels fills the air the moment you walked in. Our initial taste was very sweet and had a very soft texture. It felt a bit unusual at first, but once it cooled down, it became much better. After that, we walked around the canals with no fixed plan, just following the paths, taking photos and enjoying how calm the city felt. For dinner, we went to the seafood bar. Alright, evening. Sorry? We are sharing. Yeah, correct. We ordered the fruits de mer, which is a cold seafood platter, and the mixed grill. The cold platter was definitely the highlight. Everything tasted fresh and light. The mixed grill, on the other hand, was a bit dry, but overall it was still a nice meal to end the evening. After dinner, we walked towards our only itinerary for the day, the Anne Frank House. We were unable to film inside, but the museum is located in the actual house where Anne Frank and her family hid during World War II. It's where she wrote her diary while living in secret for more than 2 years. Walking through the narrow rooms and quiet spaces, it's hard not to feel the weight of history there. It was a peaceful and meaningful way to end our first evening. A place that makes you pause and reflect. We went to the supermarket to buy some breakfast before heading back to the hotel. Early morning on our way to Berlin. The next morning, we caught an early train to Berlin, about 6 hours through the countryside. If you are taking the second class seats, it's better to board early because the luggage spaces can get quite limited at times. Once we settled in, it was nice just watching the fields and small town pass by, a quiet start to our journey into Germany. We arrived in Berlin in the afternoon and we took a walk to the Mercure Hotel Berlin. Hello. Yeah. It was about a 15-minute walk from Berlin HPL. The room was more spacious compared to our previous hotel in Amsterdam, a nice upgrade after the long train ride. The only downside was that the air conditioning wasn't very responsive, but overall it was a comfortable stay. After dropping off our bags, the first thing we looked for was lunch. We went to the restaurant Maximilians Berlin nearby our hotel, a cozy spot serving hearty German dishes. They had a wide variety of beers to choose from, which made it hard to pick just one, and they all looked really flavorful. We ordered the Ganze Haxe, the famous pork knuckle, and the Wiener Kapschnitzel, hope I'm pronouncing them correctly. The pork knuckle was crispy on the outside and tender on the inside, really well done, but the portion was huge. Definitely a bit too big for a standard Asian guy like me. The Wiener Kapschnitzel was a thin breaded veal cutlet that was fried until golden and crispy. It had a nice crunch with each bite, and the meat was tender, especially when paired with the lemon and potato salad on the side. So overall it was still a good filling meal after a day of travel. After lunch, we headed to Checkpoint Charlie, once the border crossing between East and West Berlin during the Cold War. Standing there, it's hard to imagine what life used to be like back then. There are also a few information boards around the area that share the history at Checkpoint Charlie, which are worth taking a moment to read. Just a short walk away is the Topography of Terror, a powerful and sobering site that documents the history of Nazi regime. There's a lot of history here, covering everything from the rise and fall of the regime. It's definitely a meaningful place to explore for history enthusiasts. There's also a preserved section of the Berlin Wall here, which gives even more context to the city's past. From there, we continued to the memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe. The rows of concrete slabs seems endless, a quiet, moving reminder of the past. Unfortunately, the museum was already closed by the time we got there, so we couldn't visit inside. But walking through the memorial itself was still a powerful experience. We ended our first day in Berlin at the Brandenburg Gate. Built in the late 18th century, it was originally a symbol of peace. But over time, it came to represent the city's turbulent history, from division during the Cold War to unity after the fall of Berlin Wall. Seeing it in person felt surreal, especially knowing how much it has witnessed. Surrounded by people, music, and the warm evening light, it was the perfect way to end the day. Hello, on our way to the museum. Oh, very cold today. 10 degrees.
This guy just wearing this. Huh? 14.
Just wearing a hoodie. Yeah, no need wear one. Our first stop for day 3 was the Neues Museum. Home to ancient artifacts and the famous Bust of Nefertiti. The museum was originally built in the mid-1800s and was almost completely destroyed during World War II. After decades of restoration, it reopened in 2009, beautifully combining old architecture with modern design. And of course, the highlight was the Bust of Nefertiti. Seeing it in person was indescribable, the craftsmanship, the colours, and how well preserved it is after more than 3,000 years. The collection spanned thousands of years of human history, from prehistoric tools and Egyptian mummies to Greek and Roman sculptures. The Egyptian section was especially fascinating, filled with intricate hieroglyphs, statues, and everyday items that showed how advanced their civilization was. Right next to the museum is the Berlin Cathedral, or Berliner Dome. Built in the early 1900s, it's the largest church in Berlin and one of the city's most iconic landmarks. For lunch, we went to BBQ Kitchen. We tried their Currywurst and their burgers, which both tasted pretty good, and the portions were big as usual. Cheeseburger for my wife. After lunch, we took it slow for the rest of the afternoon and just enjoyed walking around the area. Bubble tea shop. The only thirst quenching drink.
Oh my god, this
Okay. That's the end of our part 1 vlog. We hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoyed sharing our journey with you. If you like this video, please support us by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. We'll be covering Switzerland in part 2 of our vlog, so stay tuned for more exciting travel videos ahead. That's all for now. Thank you for watching and goodbye.